government. Good afternoon, Medgar College. First, to Dr. Pollard. Let's give him a great round of applause. Dr. Pollard is not just a great leader, he's also a very kind man. Do you know that? Yes. Do you know what he said today? He said any student who is here today gets extra credit for being here. Let's give him a big round. You did say that, didn't you, Doctor? You're not saying I misquoted you. To a great public servant who is a hero of mine and many people in this room. Sheldon Silver is the Speaker of the State Assembly, which means he leads the State Assembly. And he has always brought tremendous vision to the process, and he's also brought an ability to make things happen and actually achieve progress. I think this year he has done his finest work in a truly distinguished career. Let's give him a round of applause. You have a great minority leader, great state senator, who is a boy from Brooklyn, John Sampson. Let's give him a round of applause. My other colleagues from Albany who are here today, who you heard introduced, I'd like to do them one more time. Ask them to stand. Senator Kevin Parker. Assemblyman Hakeem Jeffries. And we truly are colleagues, we truly are friends. When the Speaker says that I played a role in today, I played a role in today. But Governor of New York, you know what Governor does? Basically, Governor, you're just a person in the front office. All the real heavy lifting gets done by my colleagues here. I take the credit because when it goes bad, I get the blame. So I take the credit because I'm going to get it either way. But the Speaker is exactly right. When you're looking at Washington and you're looking at the Congress that is gridlocked and they're pointing fingers one at the other and they're playing politics with each other, Democrats are blaming Republicans, and Republicans are blaming Democrats, and men are blaming women, and women are blaming men, and Northerners are blaming Southerners, and Southerners are blaming Northerners. Everybody's blaming everybody. And they're pointing fingers, and nothing is happening. There's no progress. A lot of argument, a lot of debate, and no progress for the people. And the nation is suffering for years now on this economic recession, and just the length of it is making it worse. Just the length of 5 years of a slow economy. New York was a shining example of the opposite. What if you don't blame each other? What if you don't argue amongst each other? What if you don't play politics with each other? What if you work together? What if you stop shouting and you start listening and you find out how to cooperate and how to reach compromise? That's what my colleagues did. That's what this New York State Legislature did. Not just in the Assembly, but also with the State Senate. And New York made a beautiful statement. It said, we're not waiting for Washington. And we're not waiting for them to finish fighting in the Congress. We're going to step up and we're going to lead. And New York is going to take us on. And we called a quote-unquote extraordinary session, and the legislature came back into session over the past few days, and they sat down after years of discussion, and they said, let's come up with a plan, and let's move forward, and let's do it now. And we are starting the most aggressive jobs program in the state of New York in modern political history that's going to create tens of thousands of jobs. Rebuilding our roads, our bridges, making us safe and making us competitive. We did a tax cut as part of the jobs package, a middle-class tax cut from people making from $40,000 to $300,000. We reduced the tax rate. Listen to this, the middle class are going to pay a lower tax rate than any time since 1953. 1953, that is 58 years ago. That's even older than I am, 58 years. You put that jobs package, the infrastructure package together with the tax reform, and we're going to have a real engine. But then we did something else that was truly long overdue. Because if we have an unemployment crisis in this state, in this nation, we have an unemployment crisis within the unemployment crisis. And that is the unemployment crisis for our youth, especially in our inner cities. We have an unemployment rate of about 8% in this state. We have an unemployment rate for inner city youth, 35, 40%. And this is not just this year. This is not just last year. This has been going on year after year after year. There's been a chronic unemployment problem for our inner city youth, and we haven't done enough about it, and today is a different day.